Okay, good morning, traders. I just want to say a quick thank you to Nathan for helping me to get OBS set up. Yeah, I just want to kick into a few things that are really important before you even think about starting a trade. So, what I do the night before is an evening routine. This is all in the course, right? Really simple. I'll only spend 15 minutes on this. So, I do higher time frame markups on GU, higher time frame markups on the Dixie. Then have a think about the day, consider a bull and bear scenario and a hypothesis so you're not going in cold. Then write it down, put it on a bit of paper, just think about what you're doing and finish journaling. And then turn all your devices off. You don't want to be on the phone with blue light at like 11 o'clock at night if you're getting up at 5 in the morning. So I'm usually in bed at like 9 or 10. Turn everything off, set alarms, get to bed at a good hour. And these are all just simple things, but really, really important before you even think about doing a trade. And then the next thing is the morning routine. This is even more important. So it's marking out the key levels that have happened overnight. So mark your daily open, previous day high and low, Asia high and low, higher time frame supply and demand zones if they've changed, lower time frame supply and demand zones, any break of structure, check your higher time frame and lower time frame supply and demand zones on Dixie, mark up any trend lines on M5 or M1. So they're quite often used as traps for fake outs. Cycle through all the time frames D1 down to M5 and take notes, see if you notice anything, imbalances, FVGs, things like that. And then go onto the volume screen on MT4, mark out any HVNs, high volume nodes, value areas, daily and weekly. Consider each HVN if it can be a support or resistance. Usually it's red lines. Any ones that just stand out, basically. And then mark up any significant FGs on all time frames, H1 down to M15, and then consider your written plan with targets. And then try and have all that finished by 6 a.m. And then take a break. Don't go straight into trading. What I do is I don't meditate or anything like that. I haven't quite mastered that, so I go for a walk outside, just around the block, just for 20 minutes, listen to some music, chill. So that's a bit of preamble, but it's stuff that you need to do before trading. You can't really trade without this stuff. So if we actually go into the charts, I'll be, kind of honest about what I did, because I did make some mistakes. We had some new members on calls, so I was kind of keen to take a trade. What I noticed was this high volume leg up. Actually, before we go into that, I want to just look at our chart. Yeah, this was really important. I noticed this accumulation just below the supply, this leg down, this liquidity grab. So I was kind of minded for long. So, the supply is there, but it's not the be all and end all. You don't see it and think, okay, we're going short, right? That can often be a trap. So I see this like kind of liquidity grab at 3 a.m. So I'm thinking maybe we'll go long and start to fill some FEGs. So yeah, that's just a kind of aside. So yeah, first trade I took was off this 24 imbalance. Not in my trading plan. I had new people on. I should not have taken it because this high volume candle, I thought that was compression and we're coming down, and I got out the trade early. I took a 1 or 2 pip loss. And then I did the same on this M1 demand, and it got up. I got my stop at break even, then stopped out. Honestly, those were trades that I shouldn't have been in. So yeah, it broke my rules a wee bit, but is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Just feel a bit of pressure sometimes when I'm on the phone, so I need to watch that personally and just be a lot more patient. Didn't cause too much damage, luckily. Then the next trade, we broke an M15 swing low, so to me that's a key level. And waited for the move up, and we had this 0.19 imbalance, so that was my entry. We had this weak move up, and I didn't feel too good about it. We broke the Frankfurt high, and I took a partial profit around here. I took about a quarter of it off. We came up close to the Asia high. I thought we might wipe it, but we didn't, unfortunately. and the thing just dropped like a rock. So I got a bit of profit there that kind of erased my earlier losses, but a bit annoying. I'm a bit frustrated at this point. Then we break the Frankfurt low, so that's another key level. And very interesting, we go into this M5 demand. That's a cluster here with good basing that broke M15, and I think it was an H1 swing high as well. If we zoom out a wee bit, yeah, it broke these highs and that high. So an important little demand area, like a base rally demand. So we tapped into it, broke the Frankfurt low, went long again, shot up. I'm feeling like I've nailed it again. Did not take any partials, did not even wipe this high at all, straight back down, and took me a break even again. So I'm pretty good at controlling my emotions now, and I stayed calm, broadly speaking. I saw this little Wyckoff style accumulation. So when you see that, something's preparing. And I saw some absorption of sellers on the footprint, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we had the spring into this M5 demand again. So I'm thinking long again. So going to the order flow just to clarify things. And it was also declining volume, right, on this this move down. That was really important. I would not have gone long if it wasn't for that. Okay, that's showing very low conviction from bears to take it lower. So go into the order flow. That's your Wyckoff accumulation. We're seeing absorption, okay, up close candles with negative delta on fairly high volume. By this point, I have got a long in mind still. I'm being stubborn. Everyone's telling me not to do it, just to chill. But then I see a break of this large imbalance. It breaks, and I go straight in with the long again. And this time it was a success. It went up exactly where I wanted it to, and I took about yeah, it was about 17. 17 is way an exaggeration. It was about 12R, but it did go a bit higher, and it wiped the Asia high. Sorry, the yesterday's high. By this time, I'm not going straight into another trade, so I just take a 20-minute break. But there was a confirmation 3 according to my system here, and we could have got a good 30 pips out of that if I was trading. But by this point, I've got enough. Yeah, that was it basically. If anyone has any questions and wants to know a bit more about this, just let me know. And cheers, thanks for listening. Have a good rest of the trading morning and afternoon, and we will speak soon.